Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. I wasn't going to talk about this, but it's all over my TL on Twitter/X, but you guys know that I'm always going to call it Twitter. So I'm pretty sure that everyone is informed and have seen a video of Charlie Kirk, getting, how can I say this without getting in trouble with YouTube? Getting offed. He's no longer with us anymore. And everyone pretty much seen the video of how it went down. So there's been so many people who have been celebrating his death in a bad way, basically expressing yay, that's what he get for all the things that he has said in the past, which if you guys don't know the things that he said in the past, he would make remarks like things would have been better if a lot of black people were still slaves because we wouldn't have that many crimes. He would also say that if something happened to his daughter in a bad situation and she ended up becoming pregnant, he said that he would still have her have the baby, and he then go and say about guns, and he also mentioned well, when it comes to guns, I mean, just look at how many people who have died from gang violence, and basically pointing everything towards what other people say is towards black people, but I think it's towards pretty much everyone who fits his agenda of things. That's who it was towards, I believe. But again, a lot of the people, especially black people, when he said the slavery remark, was just okay, that's kind of weird. Why would he want things to go back to being in the slavery days? That's strange. And once I did a little bit more research, when it was a lot of slaves and stuff, the crime rate was not low at all, because they were killing the slaves. Majority of the time they were killing the slaves, and if the slaves wanted to try to get loose, they will then shoot the slaves. They hung the slaves, so the crime rate would have still been the same, or worse, just because of how things were. So I didn't agree with that at all, at all. And there's a lot of people that is saying hey, he deserved it. They're getting backflash. I'm talking about people are trying to cancel, and it's to the point where now people are trying to have them arrested. That's kind of that's stupid to me, because one thing that Charlie did want was freedom of speech, which that's something that our country does have. So people can pretty much say whatever they really want, although it may hurt a few feelings. But it takes me back to, I can't remember his name right off the back, but you remember everybody was calling that one guy the vigilante. He was the one who killed that CEO of the company. Now people was praising him, and he didn't, and people that was praising him for doing what he did to that CEO, a lot of people wasn't bashed or being sent to jail and things like that. So I just think this is just kind of strange to me. I'll have to do some more research to see exactly why is everything like this. It's just really weird. One person who is facing backlash is The Rock's daughter. Her name is Ava, I believe, and she spoke out basically saying, if you say bad things while you're alive, I mean, no one is going to change their opinion about you when you're dead. And I 100% agree. I agree with that. I mean, if you were just as bad when you were alive, you're just as bad when you're gone. It's just you're not physically here anymore. And it was crazy because when he was speaking on gun violence, that's when the incident happened, like right away. That's when that gun went off, went right to his neck, like right away, because of right when he said, like, speaking about the guns, that is the exact moment of when it happened. So some people were saying that's kind of what he did, or he set himself up for that, when he was saying, well, it depends on like gangs or non-gangs and stuff like that. And so yeah, I don't know, I feel pretty much how everybody else is feel. I don't believe in like celebrating somebody that's dead or that got killed or whatever, but I also, wouldn't feel sorry for someone who were saying all these disgusting things when they were like physically on earth. And if I was one of them people who like got offended off of the things that he was saying, then I would absolutely feel how they felt. I would not be sad and praying and all that kind of stuff. Like I wouldn't. So I understand on both ends. I understand that, for the people that is praying, he was young. I think he was like maybe 31, 32, in his early 30s or something. And he has a family and little babies. He has a wife that he's leaving behind. So, I mean, I get that part. But at the same time, in certain situations, people have to always be aware and alert. It is, a free country when you're able to, speak freely. But a lot of people who cannot control their emotions, they seem to lash out, and that's exactly what had happened. I just feel that when someone who is working in that kind of field, they always need like some kind of security. They need security. They need someone on the team to like check people, or they need some kind of, I know it was outside, but they can still have some kind of metal detector that everyone needs to go through, just to make sure, or just so everyone is okay, just to make sure that there is not anyone that's trying to proceed in a dangerous act that was preceded. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this video. Again, I love all the comments. It can be bad comments, happy comments. Just make sure that you like, subscribe, share. And also, again, if I'm winning, then so are you. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. And I just cannot wait until, I'm able to just give back. Yeah, that's the goal. You guys will definitely be getting something from me. So, all right, that's pretty much it. Bye.